Hey to my music friends. I happen to be in Madison today, so I thought I'd stop at Monona Terrace because our music conference is coming up in a couple weeks. There's actually another conference going on here right now, so we may get interrupted just as I'm talking to you, but just wanted to provide a couple of highlights of what's coming up here in a couple of weeks for the Wisconsin State Music Conference, this year titled Music Moves Us Forward. And the conference, as always, is presented jointly by the Wisconsin School Music Association and the Wisconsin Music Educators Association. As I said, the title of our conference this year is Music Moves Us Forward. Forward, of course, with our state motto, and if I was to walk out to the Capitol, I would see that statue at the top. But it's just a couple of weeks away, and I just wanted to provide you some highlights. Starting on Wednesday, there's a technology set of sessions happening. It's called TIME, which is Technology and Music Education. It's meant for any educator who's got technology as part of what you do. If you're an experienced person with music technology, they'll help you delve much further into what the newest materials will let you do. If you're brand new to it, they'll help you get started in a way that you'll feel comfortable. Admission to those technology sessions is included with your conference registration, so there's no extra cost, but the conference really starts these days, Wednesday afternoon. Wednesday evening, we have the President's welcome and reception when we will honor some of the people who've really impacted music students in Wisconsin. Anybody is welcome to come to that, and we're going to live stream the awards part of that so that the award winners' families and significant others in their lives can see them being honored as well. Thursday and Friday is mainly filled with sessions, so many sessions, and they're all presented by your colleagues. People who are actively teaching middle school, elementary school, high school, college, and they're going to talk about what they've learned and ways to do things that are truly effective with kids, and I'd love to share that with you. As always, there's some performances and some informances. We're putting more of an emphasis on informances this year, where directors will not only have their kids share their music, but they'll talk about how the music was taught and things that were effective or maybe not so effective so that you could use when doing your own lesson planning in your classroom. There are several times that are set aside for networking this year where you can meet with people who have a like-minded background in terms of perhaps you're a band person and there's a whole gathering of band people, choral, orchestral, elementary general, college students, where you can talk with others, bring up issues, raise questions, and get immediate feedback and ideas that you can take back and use right away at the next time you're in school. Those networking sessions are really valuable. They're informal and they allow everybody in the room to help generate what's talked about. Beyond that, this year we'll have a new thing happening downstairs. Those of you who've been here before know the lower level of this building is our exhibit hall. One of the new things that'll happen in the exhibit hall this year is we're going to have an idea marketplace where our exhibitors can share new products, new materials that they think you might find valuable in your classroom. And they'll have a place right outside, if you think about riding down the escalator, for those of you who've been here before, right at the bottom where they're going to be able to talk to you about products and materials that they really would like you to take a look at that you might find valuable. We're also going to have a whole series of guest speakers this year. Wisconsin's reputation as having high-quality music education is known across the country. And because of that, we can attract people who have a reputation across the country. People like Franklin Willis, who's a recent CMA Music Educator of Excellence Award winner, will be here to share his experiences as a music educator. Julie Duty, who is the president and founder of United Sound, a group working to provide experiences for students who often can't be part of our ensembles in a meaningful way because of challenges they have. Her group's working to break that down and provide really meaningful music experiences for every student. You might want to connect with her to see what you could do in your school. James Weaver is going to be here. Dr. Weaver, you might not know that name, but if I said he was the aerosol study guy back during that awful time a few years back, Dr. Weaver was the person who helped spearhead that effort to do aerosol studies that allowed so many of us to keep making music during a very, very difficult time. Dr. Weaver is the Director of Performing Arts and Sports for the National Federations of High Schools, and he's going to be here to talk about the kind of work that they're doing on your behalf to make music meaningful, impactful, and present in your school district every day. Deb Confredo is going to be here. Dr. Deb Confredo is the president of the National Association for Music Education, so our national president. In addition to her teaching, Deb is also spearheading some research being done to help your high school students who want to get into music programs be successful in getting into them. And once they're in college, that they're successful getting through the program. And once they're into their music teaching career, those first few really difficult, challenging years, Deb's doing research on ways we can support them so that they get through those first couple of years and will have long, successful careers. All of those speakers are here partly to share their information with you, but they also would really love to talk with you. They would love for you to reach out to them and talk about what's happening in your classroom and how they can support you either immediately or in future work that they might be doing. So if you're here at the conference, I really want to encourage you to hear those guest speakers, but also to take the time to engage with them. And lastly, how could I forget that we have our spectacular honors concerts Thursday night, Friday, even into Saturday afternoon. We have the most incredible performers from across the state, and it is so fun to watch them do what they do and to do it with such pride and with great experiences that they want to share with you about music. I know that a few of you might be in a situation where your administrator doesn't understand how impactful your attendance at the state conference could be. And I just want you to know that if you go to our website, WMEAmusic.org, and you get into the conference materials, there is a letter to administrators written by an administrator that talks about how valuable this can be for you and your school district if you were to attend our conference. That's in there. It just says letter to administrators, and you're free to share that with your administrator. I know many of you have trouble finding subs. It's really tough to find subs, especially in a music classroom. But I want to encourage you to find your colleagues who are finding a way to get a sub and see what ideas you can generate together so that you can be here. We need everybody as much as possible to attend the conference because we're so much stronger when we're together. In our classroom, it might feel like we're alone, but we're using the materials and the enthusiasm that we take with our friends and our colleagues. That enthusiasm comes from spending time with your friends and colleagues here and making new friends. So I really want to encourage you to consider joining us this year for the 2024 Wisconsin State Music Conference. Music moves us forward. Lots more information is available at the website, WMEAmusic.org. Have a great day. Hope to see you in Madison soon.